Hey guys, me again. In the space settlement development community, we often compare ourselves and the efforts of people developing space to the settling of the Americas, or just the American West, or other Earth-based settlement projects. I think this might be wrong, and it might actually be holding us back quite a bit and giving us some pretty bad ideas about how settlement works. First of all, everywhere on Earth that's ever been settled has a few things in common. For one, it's got oxygen. They usually have building materials of some kind, trees or sand or at least dirt to make bricks. They have readily available resources usually. Not many people go and settle places that don't have things like, water, food, that sort of thing. Space doesn't have any of that. Now, we can talk about how we're going to get those things. It's certainly not impossible to get those things. I mean, we can talk about how we're going to extract water from asteroids, and we're going up there to get the minerals from the asteroids, and we can create oxygen from water, and all kinds of things like that. The problem is that that's difficult. Really, really hard. Like, harder than you think it is. My point here is that when we think about settlement and compare it to the American West, or just the Americas, we think that the average person could just go up there, or start a business there, start getting involved in that, and I really don't think that's necessarily true. Maybe one day, maybe in the very far-flung future, but any settlement that's coming in the relative future has to be one that's been built from the ground up for whatever specific purpose it has. It would have to be developed for that cause, and it would have to be developed in totality. You couldn't have people coming along and adding bits to it. Sometimes people compare space settlement and space development to the gold rush, where someone went to go buy gold, so people followed them to sell them pickaxes and other things, but you can't sell someone a space pickaxe. That wouldn't work that way. The tools required, the infrastructure needed, is just so far beyond anything like any sort of development on Earth. You're more like comparing it to developing a settlement on the bottom of the ocean, or inside a volcano. Everything wants to kill you. There's nothing there, and it requires the development of technology that we don't really have yet. I don't mean to be negative here, not at all. I think that space settlement and space development is coming, definitely, and I think that it's just coming in a different way than we're necessarily thinking about it coming. That's all.